What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jordxn. In today's video, I'm back with some vocal recording tips for you and your home studio. Whether you the artist and you just record at home, or you the engineer, producer, songwriter that be recording people up, man, cool. Not this person behind me. He's not an engineer. He has a suit on. The first tip I got for you is to make sure you're in the mood for recording. Like, if you're not feeling it, don't force yourself to feel it. You gotta be in the mood. So look, if you're a rapper, man, and you go to a studio or a home studio, and the vibe not there, you probably not gonna go back. You probably gonna go to the studio where you feel the most comfortable, the one where you feel a vibe, the one where you just vibe out and feel like you make the best music, because that's the whole part. Like, you want to record vocals where you feel comfortable, where you feel the best. You don't just want to go there because it's a cheap place to record. You know what I'm saying? You can go there, record, and it be cheap, and you don't really like the vibe, so the song don't come out well. You might don't vibe with the engineer, so the mood is like, the energy is off. It's like you wanna be where the vibe is. So if you have a home studio, make sure your home studio is a vibe, is a mood. Make sure you got the different lights that change colors. People like that. People like to record with the lights out. You know what I'm saying? Put stuff in the room. Like, you wanna have a mood in your home studio. Like, you wanna be in a good mood when you record. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a bad mood and it leads to making a great bad heartbroken love song, a anger song, whatever, like whatever mood you're in, cool, record within that mood. But I'm just saying, like, be in a good mood. You don't want to be in a sad mood and try to record a happy song. The second tip I got for you is to make sure your mic levels are cool. Always make sure your mic levels are cool before you start recording. Because look, most of the time when people are recording at home, they just bought the Scarlett Focusrite bundle or a bundle offline. They never been to a studio or nothing like that for real. They probably went once with a friend or something like that. Then they record it. They get it out the box, they set it up, and they just turn the knob all the way up and record. No, don't do that. You always want to test the microphone before you start to record. You want to get your levels right. It's like, okay, on my interface, okay, I turned the mic level up a little bit. Cool, I like it right here. You know, it sounds good. Or you get into the DAW, you might add a compressor or something to the recording chain, and then it just makes the signal distorted or something. You either gonna have to turn something down. Ouch, I hit my head. You have to turn something down. Like, you have to turn down the gain on the interface, or you turn down the gain on the compressor that's in the recording program. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it always go back. It's like, you want to check your levels. You don't want to be too low, you don't want to be too high. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to find like a common ground to where you sound normal, because you don't want to sound super loud, and you don't want to be super low. Tip number 3, warm up your voice, man. Warm it up. Like, go get some hot water and you just, nah, that's not how you warm up your voice. And what I mean by warming up your voice, put a beat on, have the engineer put the beat on, you put the beat on, do a couple top line takes, like freestyle takes. Just play around, catch a vibe, you know, so just play around, warm your voice up. Don't put too much stress on it. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if you're singing or rapping, you just want to warm your voice up, because it's chances are you've been talking all day, you've been laughing all day, you probably been yelling all day at your kids or your cousin or your girlfriend or your boyfriend. You might just been yelling, you know? So, you know, I don't know. So it's like, you want to warm your voice up. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just go in there with your voice not being warmed up, or just start recording for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours if you're not warming up your voice. You know what I'm saying? Because as an artist, as a singer, songwriter, whoever you are, you want to take care of your voice. Your voice is important, because if you make music, like, if you're the artist, if you're doing the vocal performances, your voice is everything. If you don't have your voice, you can't sing, you can't rap, you can't mumble if you don't have your voice. And tip number 4, learn how to control volume with distance. Okay, this is important, because you might have the mic set at a good level, but you start to get hype. I can't cuss no more. So you start to get hype, so you just step back. Because when you step back and you get louder, don't nothing really change, right? It don't really change. I'm still talking the same though, because I'm not gonna yell. I'm in an apartment. I don't want my neighbor hitting on the floor, because that's what she do down there. If you be too loud, she get a broom or something and get to be like boom 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 boom. I ain't got time for all that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you control the distance, because like, once you get closer, you can get a little bit lower with your voice. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta really talk as loud. you know, because right now I'm trying to talk like low as possible, but it's sounding like I'm still right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it all depends. Like, learn how to control your volume. Like, you the rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like, learn how to control your, like, the volume. Like, you hear it. Like, that's why it's very important to monitor yourself when you're recording. It's because you're monitoring your levels. You're not doing it just because you can hear yourself. You're doing it for a reason. So people that don't want to hear themselves, you're tripping. Like, you're really tripping, because you need to monitor your audio. And the fifth tip I got for you is to understand, the better the recording process, the easier the mixing session gonna be, man. Like, listen to me, the easier the mixing process will be if your recording process is amazing. If your recording session is amazing, you will not have to do like a lot of engineering, because engineering is fixing problems. You know what I'm saying? You're shifting stuff, you know what I'm saying, making things sound better. Because if your recording session already sounds good, you just gotta go through there and just have fun. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really gotta fix problems. Like, if all your vocals are recorded at a good level, they're consistent, you don't have to use compression a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the issue when it comes to like a lot of engineers or up and coming engineers or artist engineers. It's like they think they need a lot of compression because they're not recording correctly, and you might do, because the signal is inconsistent. All compression is taking a signal that's really inconsistent and balancing it out. It's not letting the high parts come out a certain level, and it's bringing the lower parts up to match the sweet spot to the loud part. That's all compression is. You know what I'm saying? It's not a secret. It's not a secret. It just levels things out. You know what I'm saying? Keeps everything together. That's compression. You know what I'm saying? And a cool way to fix compression is a tip that I just mentioned: controlling your volume with distance. So like, if I get it back, I know the volume is going to get lower. So it's like, why would I be here all of a sudden right here? And the waveform is going to be consistent as long as I stay here. But then when I get to moving back, or if I raise my voice up louder or bring my voice down, that's when the audio signal gets a little up and down and a little thin line, or it gets thicker, or whatever you want to say. But it's like, make sure everything you do in the recording process is good. You want to give it your best. That's why labels put artists in studios with like great Grammy winning tracking engineers. Like, do you know how hard it is to get a great tracking engineer? It is very hard, because studios are always hiring them all the time, because people get the job and they get fired. Job fired, because people talk too much. They don't work fast enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, the artists don't vibe with the engineer. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, man. But listen, the better the recording process, the better the mixing process will be. You know what I'm saying? The easier it will be. And tip number 6, I need you to record with confidence. You need to be confident in yourself. All right, whatever your artist name is, you need to be confident in yourself. Because if you're not confident in yourself, how can people become fans of you? Because if you don't believe in yourself, why should some total stranger, why should your fans believe in you if you don't believe in yourself? You need to be confident. So the words that you say, you need to say it like you believe it. Because if you say words like you don't believe it, people aren't going to connect with it, and they're not going to believe it. So they're not going to respect the fact that you out here talking about stuff that you really don't even believe yourself. So record with confidence. And the last tip I got for you is to stop recording monotone, boring vocals, man. Like, quit being monotone, bro. I know people in the comment section are gonna be like, but monotone might be my style. No. Don't nobody want to listen to somebody that sounding like they're reading out paper. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. That goes against delivery, flow, the energy. That just goes against all that. And you need energetic flow. You need like movement going around between how a person talk. Because if a person is talking like blah 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 blah, and it's just, you just hearing the same thing over and over and over, ain't nothing changing, you're gonna get bored, you're gonna get tired of it. and you're gonna just turn it off. But if a person is always like, okay, it's like boom, 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 I'm here, and then they switch it, then you're like, okay, I'm still going along the ride. Because recording a song, a verse, a hook, a song is basically taking a person a longer ride. Like, it's like a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? Like, a roller coaster does not stay one speed or just one trajectory. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might start off like this, and then it goes up, and then it might do whatever it is it does. It doesn't stay monotone, I can tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be somebody in the comment section that's like, monotone isn't a thing. People are monotone, and monotone is bad. And it's bad, for real. Like, it's very bad, unless you're purposely doing it. Again, if you're purposely doing it, cool, knock yourself out, have fun. But if you're doing it unintentionally, that's a problem. That's a problem. You gotta improve on that. But listen, those are just some tips I got for you people that record at home. But listen, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Jordxn. I'm out of here. Alright, cool.